I'm going to unbox the first ever games console.
But you've already opened it.
Magnavox presents Odyssey, the electronic game of the future. Odyssey easily attaches to any brand TV, black and white or color, to create a closed-circuit electronic playground. Odyssey gives you all the exciting action of hockey and 11 other challenging play and learning games for the entire family.
So here we go, Generation 1 of the consoles. This is the first commercial games console that was released in 1972. This is actually a second run of the Magnavox Odyssey. So this is 1973, so it's about 45 years old. Let's get into it. There it is. So this box is the delivery box. Let's get to the console box. What a great looking console. So all these graphics that we can see down the side here, apart from obviously the smiling kids, but all this, these are actually overlays. I think it's going to be like maybe 10 years before they could actually do graphics like this. So this box is almost complete. So let's go through it and see what you get with the Magnavox Odyssey. So here are the games: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. We've got the cards for Haunted House and the cards for States. And then we got Simon Says. Then we've got the Roulette Casino chips, steel sealed. And then we have the overlays. So the overlays, we've got two sets here. So the first set of overlays are for larger screens, and then we've got smaller screen overlays here. This was the graphics. So you'd stick this up on your screen and the static would hold it there, and then that's how you'd play the game. So with Simon Says, you literally had to move the cursor, I think, onto the body part and say Simon Says, put your hand up in the air. So it was pretty much just a board game, an electronic board game. But let's have a look. We've got Simon Says, Roulette, Ski. You just had to move the little pixel around the course. That was that. Cat and Mouse. Football. This is American football. Tennis. Hockey. Submarine. Haunted House. It's probably the best looking one. Analogic. And then States. There you go. And then exactly the same again, but for larger screens, if you're lucky enough to have a larger screen. And then we've got the money. Here we go. It's got, some of these have got the original elastic bands on. There we go. And then we've got the cards for football. And then the instruction manual. And here's the instruction manual for every single game that you could get. Well, at least box. There were some others you could get. But yeah, it was a board game. And here's the rules. And you had to, there's no collision or anything. You literally just move the little reticle, the pixel around. So here, there's the ski one. So you start off, there's your pixel. And then you put the overlay on. And then you follow the path. And that was it. There's no collision or score or feedback system. So yeah, just a board game really. This is the scorecard for football. So this is quite rare. So we've got the counters here. Usually those counters are missing. I don't know if this is because of the second run, but the original run had a lot more stickers. But the registration on the stickers is completely off here. So here's what the sticker is here, and you can see that half of it's off of the sticker. Same with this one. The sticker ends around here where the end of my finger is. That's missing. States. I've never played States. I'm guessing it's to do with the states of the US. Some more state stuff. Let's have a look what this is. Okay. I guess it's a general knowledge game. The football board. And then this is the roulette board. So with the roulette board, someone just had to spin the reticule round and round. So you just turn the knob over and over and over and over again, and then you stop. So I think you had to close your eyes and you had to turn it and then just stop, and that's where the number was. So it didn't have any kind of momentum on the figure, on the pixel. It just kind of rotated, and as soon as you stopped, it stopped. So pretty simple. Got the original dice. Cool. And then we got batteries. So you could get a power pack for this, but it came with six batteries. And then we have the console itself. Let's take this off. Here it is. So this is the console itself, and this one's in mint condition. It's absolutely perfect. So my only regret with this console is I'm missing the antenna pack, but otherwise everything else is there. It looks pretty sleek for the first ever games console. That looks pretty sleek. Mahogany trim, au naturel for the 1970s. And there's the card port there. If you got the power pack, that went in there. This is where the aerial goes, and this is where the control panels plug in. And then here's the control panels. Fat lead. This is a fat lead. So you can just turn it, vertical, horizontal. English isn't selecting the language. That's to kind of bend the, put some swerve on the ball. And then we've got our reset button. 2 players as well. It's amazing. The future. And then our antenna cable here. And then this, so it had an antenna box, and then you'd plug this into here, and there'd be 2 hooks, and then you have screws at the back of your TV, and you'd unscrew the screws and put these hooks into the back, and that's how you get the signal. And that's the Magnavox Odyssey.
Odyssey, the electronic game of the future that lets you do your own thing on television, and only from Magnavox.